Jerome Powell over the Fed's decision to keep interest rates steady. Last week, Trump said a $2.5 billion renovation of the Federal Reserve buildings could be a fireable offence. In the days since, the president said he has no plans to fire Powell. So what we want to know is, what will Donald Trump be looking for at the Federal Reserve? Joining me to answer that is Richard Quest. Richard, is this all about the refurb?
No. Yes. Sort of. Look, Donald Trump, first of all, let's put it into perspective. This is only the third time that a president has made the 4-block visit from the White House to the Fed. It's not very far, but the symbolism of the president going to an institution that's supposed to be is independent, is enormous. So FDR did it. Gerald Ford did it, President Bush did it, but they all did it on major events, the opening of the building or the signing and swearing in of a new Fed chief. This is going to examine this $2 billion renovation, which the president and his cohorts and the administration says is full of fraud, mismanagement, overspending. And so you have to see it in that context. This is a highly irregular, unusual visit by a president who spent the last X number of months, 6 months, berating the chairman of the Fed and trying to get him out.
Yeah, and it also comes, just less than a week ahead of the Federal Reserve deciding on the new interest rate, I believe in less than a week's time. We've got anything to do with that too? Well,
the FOMC is due to meet. They've made it clear they're not going to cut rates. Remember, when it comes to cutting rates, you have to telegraph to the market what you're going to do. You don't want to take them by surprise. And the telegraphing is no rate change at the next meeting, maybe later in the year. But the rates are about 4.5%. But the president wants them down at 1%. And that's the sort of number you'd have if we're in economic crisis. And we're simply not there. And the US economy is performing extremely well. There is good growth. There is low unemployment and inflation is coming down. We do not know the effect of of president's tariffs, and that's the unknown. So if you ask, why is he going to the Fed? The answer is no one really knows, other than to be seen to be putting pressure on Powell in some weird way to try and force him out, which he can't really do.
Yeah, and as we've been saying, this coming in a week where President Trump is doing everything, it seems, to distract from the Jeffrey Epstein saga as well.
And the problem there is he distracts from the Epstein, but he turns the attention into something quite dangerous economically, which is the independence of the Fed. Because as economist after economist after economist, Jamie Dimon himself of JP Morgan Chase has said, if the independence of the Fed becomes questioned, then all bets are off in terms of market and economics.